Alright, welcome back everybody. In the last one, if you haven't watched it, go back and look at the last one on the preparation. But I try to keep the videos a little shorter, kind of short attention span. There's a lot going on. To compete for your time, I don't like to move the mounting block up to him. I want to treat it like a fence where I send him straight out, break his hind, and have him come in a straight line up to the mounting block where I have control of his feet before I get on him. But as I was saying, there's a lot to compete for your time, and I sure appreciate you guys taking the time to watch. If you're here for a reason. I truly do believe that. I hope to see you down the road somewhere, either at a private week here in Arizona or a clinic somewhere around the world. We don't do as many as we used to, but in Europe and California, and we do some private stuff. But I'd love to have the chance to visit with you and get to know you. But I truly am grateful for your time watching this. When I get on, I want him to stand still. It's nice that he relaxed there a little when I put my hand down. And the first thing I like to do with my horses is either bend him or he's a little forward from the past. So I like to just reach for him there and get him soft. Reach for him and get him soft. Reach for him. I want him to reach for me. Might check out moving his feet. Good, that's nice and light. Not a tug of war. I want a little more rhythm though. Good. Just a little bit bigger reach so we can get a rhythm. There, good. And since it's early, I don't have to start out perfect. If I was going to say it's super good, but if I wanted it perfect, I'd like that first step just a little better. Now, again, it depends on the horse. We used to have to get pretty busy with him because he'd get pretty tight. And, again, back to the last video, we talked about my friend Ray Hunt used to tell me, Paul, you get a lot done without creating a big cloud of dust, but you'll disappear in a crowd. And it's easy to want to go training on one, whether you're here in your backyard, out on the trail or something comes up, or in the show pen or prep pen. The show pen's no place to train on them, and really, if you're training on them all the time, you lose relaxation. So one big training technique that I don't think enough people talk about is just his head's relaxed. Again, if I had to take control, I want him to know that I have control of his feet. But as he checks out here, when I get him soft fairly quick, and I go lateral with him, and he checks out. Good. If it doesn't take too long, I don't harp on it a bunch. We are going to do a little more advancing and stretching. But I see people sometimes and they go around the edge of the arena. Well, I want to ride him where he's relaxed. And out there, things like the landscapers next door, or the fence, or a lot of things to influence him. Where here, let's just say it was this step that he was worried about. I can take his mind off the step and go laterally to what worries him and get closer, where he's not focusing on the thing that's afraid of him. He's focusing on me and where I'd have him have his feet. Get soft, I can come back the other way. He's not really worried about that, but you'd feel some resistance there. I don't want to go so close that I lose the ability to control his feet. But again, smallest change, slightest try. I'd rather not go through softness to hardness. So there he starts off soft, and I'd rather quit before he gets hard. But that's not always possible. Sometimes as you stretch a foot, there'll be some rusty hinges in there. And if there's a rusty hinge, I'm going to step him over a little more. That's a little rusty, but he's not soft. So when he gets soft, there. then I'll release. But if he started off soft, and I don't always want to challenge him, but sometimes I don't always want to make it easy too. I want to say, there, that's good. Now let me see if I can get just a little more out of you. Good. And if I can get a little more, I don't want to run out of more, so I'd rather not. But I'd rather make it not so difficult that it's hard that he can't find the ability to do it. Now as I'm walking here, it's like someone painted lines, so there's always a line there. And I'm always trying to stay on that line. I'll talk about lines a lot if you look as we go around. There's lots of cones and obstacles and things. So I know the distance here in my line, and I don't get kind of lost on a horse that's pretty busy of knowing my distance from a cone. It helps to make me aware. Outside you have bushes and cactus and other things. You don't want to ride so much into the cactus that you don't have a place to do a one-rein stop on a green one. Because if you do a one-rein stop and a bunch of choy, you wind up in a worse wreck than where you started sometimes. But as I go and things are good, we'll take him up to the trot. Now there, see the head kind of come up? I'm not going to see if he can relax there a little bit, but if he can't, I'll help him by softening. Good. And if you look at some of the other videos, he's not too bad at the walk and the trot, but as we get to cantering, he gets a little tight sometimes. There. And sometimes on that change of direction to reshape for the new direction, he can get a little tight. We just keep checking back till we can give him some rein. Now, it's a good thing to practice sometimes doing a certain number of steps. I don't think we've talked about that much, but again, some of you have been new. One. So I might say, I don't know, you don't like to always do the same number, 8 steps. So I might do 8 at the trot and down to the walk on my mark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'd call that 8.5. There was just about a half a swing, but it did land in a walk before it hit. Finish the 9th step. So that would tell me that I needed to prepare just a hair earlier. Now, if I prepare earlier, or I can do a little more, if he's early, then I get to do less. So I'm trying to do less, so I don't want to do less than it takes, but I'd rather not do more than it takes. So I'm kind of altering back and forth in there. So we'll take him up to the, well, here, I'll come back down. Same thing on the upward transition, and I'm just going to count front legs. You can count however you want, just so that you know it's on a timing basis. It's hard to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So going through all the legs. So we're just going to count the front steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Little late. Now, same thing. I'm going to do it. Well, again, I don't need to keep the same number. So we'll do 6. It's a little quicker preparation. But I'm going to soften. He's not quite there yet. There we go. I want him a little bit soft before I do it. If he's not, then I want to spend some time trotting here and just working on him softening. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and a half. So a little early. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Perfect. Right on time. And 8 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Right on time. I did a little more, but we were accurate. And so I want to kind of keep setting that up. Now, before I need it, I want to take these hindquarters, make sure we got some control of those feet. He's blowing out just a little too further than I want with his shoulder to the left there. So I'm going to open up my right hand there so he quits going too far to the outside. Now when I open up, he can bring that front foot back through there. There, he got his weight a little forward, so I re-rock back, try to feel that weight. If he's kind of inching forward, I'm going to inch him forward like this. Just need enough weight back on that hind end to rebalance his feet before you come through with the front end. When I release, I'd prefer him not to walk off. So if he does, we'll go back. We'll go back. Good. Jazz, here to me. Good girl. There they are. Just got to keep an eye on my dogs or they'll go wander off. Good girls. Good. And we'll do 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good. And the same thing on the upward transition, but because he gets tight and he's not quite always soft, I'm not going to be so accurate, but you do want to work at it. As I trot, I canter, and it took him a little bit to get built up, but he was working on it. So when they're trying, I don't want to firm up. I want to give them a little chance to make it there. Kind of like they're on the right idea. I don't want to cram the right idea. Good, we're just going to lope him. That's pretty good with his head, though. Better than he's been a lot, so I'm just going to lope him a ways. I don't want to go till he refuses. Occasional softening, rebalancing his feet if he gets a little heavy there. I want to come. There you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. A little early, but I want him soft there. There we go. Good. Now, when I take this hindquarters, I'm pushing it to the right here. Pushing it to the right, so his hips underneath to the right. So as I canter with my body, I don't need a lot of leg there because he's already engaged. I want to come this side. Get soft. Good. So when I went to come this side of that mounting block, he braced a little. Wasn't quite prepared, so I had to re-soften there and get ready. That soft feel is a way of saying, hey, get ready, we might do something. So if I can't get him to kind of get soft here and get in the middle of that, right there. Get off my leg and get soft. There. Off my leg and get soft. Good. Good. That's good. He tried, but then he had to break back to the trot. A little canter depart. Good. Now get soft. See right there. And I might counter flex there a little bit, saying, hey, get off that leg and get soft. It's my left leg that he's pushing out on, so I slow it down for him a little. Say, hey, come off of that and get soft. A little more speed that he can understand. Good. And back up to the canter. And I need that kind of little softness for him to come around that turn. One day if I want to do like a canter pirouette, soften. There. Hit my mark that time, but a little bracy. Soften. There. And move your shoulder over. There you go. Good. Now we challenge him a little. And we'll let him come back out on a looser rein and relax. It's not all training again. And finish. Kind of loping. And let him drift slower, slower to the trot. Good. Half circle pushing the hip to the left here. There. Canter off with our body. Soft. And move over. Good. Soft. Bring your shoulder over. Good. And down to the trot. Good. Soften. Good. Alright, so that gives us a little something to work on. Hope that you guys get the try, but if you can't get them soft at the lope, you keep working getting them soft at the lope. There's that left leg again you got to come off of. Good. Now the front. Whoop, that's forward. Good. Get your weight back. Good. Get soft when you come back, front feet. Good. So, and one more reminder, just in case. Julian is for sale. I have another video up there on my YouTube of a link. I'll try to include a link down in the description if I can, but if you're interested, drop me a message or let me know. It's a pretty short auction, so we'll see how it goes. And like I said, anything you guys have questions over, I'm doing this for each of you. I truly appreciate your time watching it if you're this far. Just a reminder, because sometimes we get busy, and so a lot of times I have friends that, I so liked your video, but yet they didn't take a moment to comment, or, man, that video was cool, to share it or give a thumbs up. That's all I ask in return for me kind of doing these for you guys, is for you guys to help spread the word and spread horsemanship to more people in the world, because I see what's out there and I see a lot of trainers, and while there's a lot of great things, there's a lot of pressure. And for me, the horse did so much to help me in life that if I can give back to them a little bit, it just mean the world to me, because teaching me that patience and that slow and steady, like the Muppets when they're all banging drums and everything, to just go phenomenal and stay even. The Bible says the Lord will fight your battles, just stay calm. And to take that time and remember, hey, I'm getting to ride a horse, doing the things I love, sharing it to people who obviously, if you've made it this far, you think a lot of horses too. So anyways, thanks again for watching either way, and I hope to hear from you down the road. Happy trails. Enjoy that journey. You're all right. Sure gonna be sad when he leaves.